Hi, so I'm working on a category here. Here you can see edit category. You give a category its name. This is going to go into the main menu. This is going to be a child category of a parent sports category. So I've given it its name. I've put in some text that's going to go on that category page. And now I'm looking for some media. Now, I could go to Google. In this particular instance, it's a soccer team. So I could go to Google and type in do a search for some images. But I just want to draw your attention to the fact that if you go to tools right here, Google, you go to tools and you'll select some options for labeled for reuse with modification, no filter license, labeled for reuse, etc. So there's some basically some kind of, how do we call these? I can't think of the right term, some copyright issues here that you need to be aware of. So if you're going to select one of these images, make sure that it's, for example, labeled for reuse, which means you're allowed to use it with modifications. So if you want to modify it in some way, put text over it, whatever, you're allowed to do that. If you select not filtered, by default, Google does a not filtered by license, so it just pulls up all kinds of images. But you want to make sure you go to tools. You want to make sure you select the usage rights where you're actually allowed to, like here, you're allowed to use it, but you're not allowed to modify it. Here, you can use it, but not for, if it's for commercial use, only used for non-commercial, etc. So you get the idea. I also like to select large because for this particular example, I'm going to want only large images that I'm allowed to use for I'm allowed to reuse and I'm allowed to modify. So with those two searches, then I can use any of these images, and I know I won't suffer any copyright infringement, etc. But for my purposes, I'm actually going to try and not just try and drop ship. Sorry, not drop ship. I'm going to try and airdrop myself an image from my phone. My computer's a little bit of a mess there. Let me just turn on airdrop. So I'm just going to try and send myself something here from my phone. And accept that. I'm going to open that one in Photos. I can get rid of that. So I'm going to try and use this image. It's an image I took in the actual stadium. It's a little hard to see in the sun. Let's get rid of that. There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to drag that onto my desktop. I have a terrible habit of putting things on my desktop. And I'd have to tidy this up later. This is an image that I took in the stadium. I think it was last December or something. I can't remember. So I'm going to add that image. I'm going to upload the image. I'm going to select the file. Just go to my desktop. That's a different folder. We're going to go to desktop folder. I want to select that image. And I'm actually sitting in the sun, so it's a little hard to see my screen. But select that. I'm going to give it some alt text. As you know, you've always gone to alt text. Celtic fans at Celtic Park. Copy that. Scroll down, put that in the description. Celtic v Rangers game. I'm going to insert that into the post. So here's the image. I want to drag that up top in front of the text. Doesn't want to do it. Isn't that great? I will, you know what? I wanted that. I'm getting rid of that. I don't like the way that's going. I want to put that. Oh, only 20 seconds left. Okay. So set image, unspecified, thumbnail. Okay, well, I'm just going to put it